Kirby, 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 that's the name that you know. Kirby, 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 he's the star of the show. Maximum pink, you got maximum. Got him right back at you for sure. Yay. Let's play Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland, eh? Or, in other words, let's stream it. This is one of the few multiple games I played a bunch of when I was a kid. Will it be demonstrated with this stream? I don't know. If I go too fast, I apologize, but I'm not sorry. Gimme! Damn it. And he's not coming back. Not going for any point, anything, but I am going to try to go for 100%. Mostly to try and get extra mode, but... Well, and to a greater degree, so I can get, Meta Nightmare unlocked. Let me... I really need to have things closed beforehand before I start. That was Skype. Apologize. Looks like I was telling myself to apologize, but I'm not sorry. So, of the games for the Game Boy Advance that I played the most, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga was one of them. This was another one. Pokemon, of course. And... what else? I think Sonic Battle and Sonic Adventure 2 are also really high up there. Guess I didn't really need Crash. Sword coming up, I'm gonna look at that before going into the one-up area. I also semi-recently got this for 3DS, the 3D remake of it. Well, not remake, the 3D Nintendo Classics, Kirby's Adventure. Unfortunately, this wasn't on the Ambassador program, so I couldn't play that on my 3DS, but the original was there, so I got that. And speaking of GBA games that are coming out soon, or coming out at all on Virtual Console, it's about a couple days, maybe 3-4 days, until the Game Boy games or some particular Game Boy Advance games are being put on the eShop, which I'm excited about. Mario & Luigi being one of them, Metroid Fusion, Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, and Advance Wars, I believe, was one of them, and WarioWare. Of those, I only really played Metroid Fusion and Kirby and the Amazing Mirror with the Ambassador program for 3DS users, and I had played Mario & Luigi excessively, so... I have no real preference one way or another for WarioWare or Advance Wars. Although, when I was a kid, everyone around me was playing Advance Wars and no one wanted to play Pokemon, which made me start hating Advance Wars, funnily enough. But, I don't have any experience with the series as a whole. I know it's a strategy game, similar to Fire Emblem and whatnot, but never played it. Kinda want to, never played it. Gotta get Needle if I want to beat Wispy, just insanely easy. Oh, he's not up yet. I gotta save this. If I was trying right now, I would be I would have gotten that one up, but I don't need it. It's a Kirby game. Kirby games are known for being easy. Joker, I have this game down to a formula. Needle is the most OP only in this area. You can just do this, and... hardest boss ever. I forget if Wispy was actually in the very first Kirby game, Kirby's Dream Land. I get the feeling that he is, otherwise he wouldn't be a recurring boss now. While the Kirby games are very easy, they're still a hell of a lot of fun to go through. And recently I've been hanging out with some of my friends locally, and we've been bringing my Wii down to the TV room, which is in the dorm here. And we've been playing stuff like Kirby, Smash Bros, and recently Tetris, which a couple of them have actually gotten a bit addicted to. And it was surprisingly a lot of fun. Well, Tetris, that is. Everything else, it was pretty much a given as to how fun they were. Oh, and we played Mario Party, too. Or, Mario Party as well. I meant Mario Party 7, but... Hey, Silverlight. Playing some Kirby. From ground zero, I'll add. Like, I haven't even booted the ROM before now. But just to recap, I played this a lot when I was a kid, so... Well, I guess I still am a kid mentally. I forget the names of the bosses. They don't really have them in the... or they don't have them in this period. They had it in Return to Dreamland, and I don't remember... Oh, wait. I think Superstar did have it. Superstar was another one I played a lot, but not as a kid. It was only a recent, it was only recently that I've been playing that a lot. Both, the original and, both the original and the DS remake. Superstar Deluxe? Was that what it was called? I might be confusing it with the new Kirby game that's coming out, Triple Star Deluxe. Or Triple Deluxe. In fact, one of my friends over here, she brings her Game Boy and DS everywhere, and one time she had brought Kirby Nightmare Dreamland with her, and I proceeded to play it, and I was what's the word? I was getting on her back about her not having beaten, or getting 100%, or even close to. She wasn't getting all the secret rooms. And she couldn't beat DDD. So I did that for her, and then she took over when trying to fight Nightmare. Yeah, I take my DS everywhere nowadays because of Pokemans, but it seems like the excitement has died down since the game came out. Although it was going strong for 3 months solid while over on campus. She's all the friend I was talking about is also the tomboy of the group of friends we've got. Like she's there, but she doesn't act like a typical teenage female would. Or like you would imagine one to act like. Come here. There's some Peppy Tonic. Come in. You weren't moving right when I was pressing right. That wasn't right. Minigames are for chumps. I say that because I haven't played them as much as I have played the main game. Although I do like the surfing one. Well, not technically surfing. It was the one where you're on the rails and you're on the warp star. That was fun. And then you got quick draw, which is pretty much a staple of the Kirby series. I'm not sure why, but it is fun to a degree. It's stressful though. And what was the third? Oh, the third one was the bomb cooking. Or was that? You're just hitting it with the frying pan. A bomb, that is. They misspelled Mike. That's the wrong Mike. What they spelled it as is how you spell the name. Hi, Daedric. Well. Oh, right, Mike was the name of the enemy that gave you the Mike power. I forgot about that. In which game did he originally come out? I feel like it was in Superstar, but I could be wrong. On the note of Kirby, and I was talking about Smash earlier, about, I'd say 4 months ago, there was a Smash Brothers tournament over here on campus, and, well, let's just say, how do I want to put this? There were a few veterans to the game, like, they knew what they were doing. And then there was this one girl who was participating just to say she's a girl who plays video games. And she played as Kirby. All she did was use the stone. She would jump in the air multiple times, and then press down B over and over. She lost in the first round. But it was pretty embarrassing. It's like, hey, I'm a girl, I play video games, go easy on me. And then her opponent didn't go easy on her, and she's like, oh, well, I'm a girl, I play video games. And to make it worse, her name in the game was Girl. So yeah. Feminism in video games. Even my friend that I was talking about, she was just... she couldn't believe it either. Get in the door. Get in the door. Get in the... there you go. You'd think that Kirby would just be able to high jump out of it. Or into it. Out of the door. He'd be able to high jump out of the door. That'd be... yeah. I didn't participate in the tournament, though. In retrospect, I kind of wish I did, because it looked like a lot of fun. Although, last night I played Brawl for the first time in a few months, and I got my ass wrecked. Bombs? Is this guy's name Roller Painter? I forgot. If there's one thing that's going to be selling the Wii U, it's when Smash 4 comes out. I don't know if Mario Kart 8 will sell it any better, but here's hoping. I think that's coming out before Smash. First level where you can get the switches. There you go. Come in. Yeah, Watch Dogs is also coming out for PC though, I believe. And the other consoles. I don't think that's gonna sell the Wii U any better than any other game was. Or is. I'm still disappointed that no one's really paid attention to Wonderful 101 as much as other things. Because that has a bit of everything. I love it. You can, at times, it's just the overhead fighting mechanic that it's, you know, general thing. And then sometimes you're in a shoot 'em up. Sometimes you're playing Punch-Out. And I don't know. I just love Wonderful 101. Also, I guess part of my love for it comes from loving Beautiful Joe, because everything about that game just screams Beautiful Joe. The animations, the character designs, the behaviors. Also, apparently Hideki Kamiya went on record saying Beautiful Joe as a series should just die off, and Wonderful 101 is going to get them the sequels, while Beautiful Joe 3 will never happen. Oh yeah, Pikmin 3, I still need to get that. I played the first one, but I haven't played the second one. And I liked what I played of the first one. And what I've seen of 3, it looks gorgeous. At least with Pikmin 3, you've got 3 new characters, and then you've got Olimar and Louie just as side characters. Well, they have Bugsy in this game. Why couldn't the Beetle Power that's coming in Triple Deluxe be in this game? Good thing this game has an auto-save feature, because if the game did freeze, like it almost did right there, or a little while ago now, I would have been able to just continue back from level 3 of Butter Building. Backdrop used to be my favorite power when I was playing this as a kid. Now I use it, it's just there. It's still cool, but it does really slow down the gameplay a lot. Okay, speaking of freezing, I was playing Digimon World 4 with, I played it the night before, and I went back to play it the next day. The next day, I played for a solid 3 hours straight, made a bunch of progress, didn't save, and the game froze on itself. It kind of annoyed me, but at the same time, I was playing on a save file that I was playing with my friends for, so... Or in, I guess I should say. I think my favorite Kirby power overall is Yo-Yo. Because that one's just a lot of fun to play with, and you can get a lot of places with it. Maybe a more recent favorite would be maybe Leaf from Return to Dreamland. I agree, Digimon World 4 is awesome. The only problem is, and my friends actually say this on numerous occasions, is that it takes too long to do things. It's a lot of fun, except it's very drawn out, and it takes a long time to do anything. That's his only real downside. Other than that, it's super fun to just wail on enemies. And the whole leveling up system and micromanaging your inventory is just a lot of fun. So, believe it or not, it's a lot of fun. Digimon World 4 is the one where you play as one of 4 original Digimon, Dorumon, Agumon, Vmon, and Guilmon. And you have weapons. And you go across various landscapes, defeating bosses, gaining ID cards, collecting discs that come in the form of pills, equipment, like different weapons that increase with different techniques, and armor, which the better armor you can equip when you're higher leveled, and a few other neat things. I played Digimon World excessively when I got it again. Like, I didn't have it before. I actually played from a friend. Back when I was living in China, which was about a decade ago. I played it there first. Liked it so much that eventually I bought it myself, which was about, I'd say, 3 years ago at this point. And yeah. And if the standard 4 Digimon don't cut it for you, you can also Digivolve into Mega Digivolutions such as War Greymon, Clavis Angemon, Hercules Kabuterimon, Weregarurumon X, and a bunch of other technically canonical Digimans. And you don't really need the light power here. I'm just pointing this out because you can see where you're going. Like there's a thing right here. I don't know if you can see it on YouTube, but or on anyone's end really. But there is a block. Like I can see it on my end right there, right where I'm standing. It's even got textures and everything. How many bootlegs did I have? Not many bootlegs, but I did have a lot of pirated GBA games. Because over there, that stuff was okay. Like, we could buy stuff at a nearby thrift store place, and they were like the legit games, just with fake cartridges. They were illegal anywhere else. And in fact, one of the other games I played a lot was Digimon Battle Spirit 2. It was the Digimon Frontier GBA Digimon fighter game. That was, when I got it, it was pirated. But I spent a lot of time playing it. It was technically my first portable fighter game, I think, second to Sonic Battle. One of the other pirated games that I remember playing a lot was a tie-in to Star Wars Episode 3, where you could play as either a storyline of either Anakin or Obi-Wan as you go down different paths. One towards the Jedi, and the other towards the Sith. Obi-Wan being towards the Sith, of course. I'm kidding, by the way. And it was just a beat 'em up. It was kind of a 2D, it was a mix between 2D and 3D. It wasn't exactly 2.5D. You weren't moving left to right solely. Like, you can move in different dimensions. It was kind of like a Street... I was gonna say a Street Fighter, but I mean like a TMNT-style fighter, where you have different lanes and whatnot. Unfortunately, when I had to leave China to go to Japan, we had to either... I forget if we sold or if we just outright got rid of the pirated games. Because that's a no-no in Japan. Also, at the time when we were living in China, we had, I had a GameCube. I was playing that a lot. I was playing Melee just half-assed and not like I would nowadays. And I was playing Sonic Adventure 2, Mario Kart Double Dash, Mario Party 5, Kirby Air Ride, Pokemon Coliseum, etc. We couldn't find any pirated GameCube games in China, which I guess is a good thing in retrospect, but at the same time, like, those were nowhere to be found. I guess it's because they're harder to replicate than GBA. Shonen Jump Stars Video Versus. I've heard... or Victory Versus. Heard of it, never played it. Is that a portable fighter? I don't know. I've only, like, heard bits and pieces about it. Poppy Brothers Jr., Poppy Brothers Senior. Come on. Oh, it comes out later. Okay. I thought it was already out. Oh, I misread the... anyone else here getting the game? Okay, it isn't out yet. I misread it. My bad. I'm a bit distracted with playing Krabby. Oh, idiot. I'm gonna blame it all on me playing Kirby. I'll let you guys do the talking and the thinking, and I'll just be over here zooming through Kirby. And fun fact, you can light that thing with Crash. Is that the... No, that's a different one. There are 3 doors in this general area. This one has the Max and Tomato. The next one is where we gotta go. And the third one houses the switch. I remember that much. Now, if I don't screw that up, there we go. I was like taking that lower route just for no reason. Come on, go in the door. I think if I ever do more streams of GBA games I've played in the past, I want to refrain from playing Ruby or Fire Red, because despite me having, like, played a bunch of Pokemon throughout my lifetime, in fact, it was the game I started playing video games with, I don't want the stream to go on forever. I can go through it pretty quickly if I don't catch Pokemon and just use the starter, but where's the fun in that? Like, I know Ruby, my favorite thing to do is get Mudkip, catch a Shroomish, and just go through the game for a little bit with just those two. Because I like Breloom. It's a lot of fun to use. I'm a fan of fighting types and fire types, and I actually liked it when they did that for 3 generations in a row. But I really couldn't I wasn't really a big fan of Torchic because Torchic's at a disadvantage for the most part on Gen 3. Like, if you choose it, you can't really use it in battle, or in main boss battles effectively. So I always chose Mudkip because it had the most advantage. And it had the most, what is it? Most varied moveset. What's this guy called? I think Fan. Elephants throw people, just so you know. That's why this guy gives the throw power. Or throw ability, rather. You know what's different between this ability and Backdrop? Is that this one has a blue headband. You know what else is different? Just about nothing. It's palette swap. It's basically Ryu and Ken, except not Ryu and Ken, because neither are Hadouken. It was only until Amazing Mirror, I believe, when they introduced the fighter ability. And that one actually, like, let you fire Hadoukens and Tatsumakis and Shoryukens. Like, they were outright. That's what they were. I would say that Fighter came out in Squeak Squad, but I never played Amazing Mirror as a kid, and I only just recently got it for the Ambassador program on 3DS. Or, I guess most recently, about 2 years ago. So, yeah. I still have not gone all the way through Amazing Mirror. I keep getting lost. You know what I wish would really happen in the next Smash? Beautiful Joe, Captain Falcon duking it out. And if not Beautiful Joe, then Wonder Red. Although, why would one of the Wonderful 101s versus all of them be alright? Like, it's called the Wonderful 101 for a reason. If they actually end up putting the Wonderful 101 in there as a playable character, they need to make all of the Wonderful ones playable. If not all of them, then just the significant ones. Red, blue, green, pink, yellow, black and white. Well, white and black, rather. White is my favorite Wonderful one, just because of all the Japan about him. In fact, about all the reference about him. When he is introduced, I believe, even though it's a common, like, Japanese music style, it sounds awfully like the music they used in Okami. Not to mention there are Sakura blossoms everywhere, which were used a lot in the Team Beautiful logo, which is now the Team Wonderful logo. And Team Beautiful and Clover Studio. I think there was a bit of mention of Clover in White's intro. I don't remember. I need to play through Wonderful 101 again, just for White. No, wait. Proto Man versus Captain Falcon versus Beautiful Joe versus Wonder Red. Flawless. I thought I was inhaling, I guess not. Or, not inhaling, I guess I was floating. I thought I was floating. You wanna see what the light power is? Pew! That's the light power. It's a star lineup of people who look the exact same to one another. Essentially. Captain Falcon looks like Beautiful Joe, who looks like Wonder Red, who looks like Proto Man, who looks like Captain Falcon. There you go. Got DDD on the door, that means we're fighting DDD, right? Day-to-day, day-to-day, day-to-day. Technically it's day-to-day, because Japan and how they pronounce D-E. And technically it's Kirby and not Kirby. No, how dare you jump off? I need you to fight Krakow. Swoop! Why no Zero? Because Zero is Proto Man and Mega Man X. If you want Zero in a fighter, go play Tatsunoko vs. Capcom or Marvel vs. Capcom 3. At least in those games, you can fight Wolverine and Chris Redfield. Well, in one of them. And he can also fight Gatchaman, Ken the Eagle, and Joe the Condor, and Speed Racer. I'm surprised that Speed Racer wasn't in Tatsunoko vs. Capcom, to be honest. Kirby just headbutted 3 guys. He's a badass. I'd bargain that I've been only streaming for half an hour, and I'm already at World 5. Just pointing that out there. Speed Racer, I believe, was a Tatsunoko production. That's why I was surprised he wasn't in it. Along with the Gatchaman cast of, well, just 3 of them, Joe the Condor, Jun the Swan, and Joe the Condor. There were people like Yatterman, which was the one I was personally more interested in after playing the game. Yatterman 2, Duranjo. And then there was Polymar, Hurricane Polymar, and Cashin, or Cashern. Who else? Ipatsuman. There are a few others. Not really coming to mind because I never really played as the Tatsunoko cast. I was mostly interested in the Capcom one. Although, to be fair, one of the more disappointing, I was gonna say Roll, then I realized that Mega Man Volnut. Yeah, Mega Man for Mega Man Legends, the N64 game, is the Mega Man that's playable, and he's really hard to use. Like, every time he presses the 2 button, if you're using Wiimote sideways, he changes his weapon. He goes between the regular shooty Mega Buster to a shield sort of thing, to a rocket punch, to... what was the third one? A drill. Frank West was by far my favorite character, second to Beautiful Joe, in Tatsunoko vs. Capcom. My bad. Frank West was also in Marvel vs. Capcom, well, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Never got that one. But it was funny because in Tatsunoko vs. Capcom, Frank was the only character who spoke English. Everyone else was purely Japanese. You couldn't even change the language to English for anybody else. Frank only spoke in English, and everyone else only spoke in Japanese. It was pretty great. Could have sworn there was a Peppy Tonic on that road. Guess I was wrong. I think... Oh, I don't think. I know. Frank West had the best supers in Tatsunoko vs. Capcom. His standard one was the real Mega Buster, where he donned a Mega Man outfit and shot a Mega Buster out. Or, like a Shinku Hadoken via Tatsunoko and Marvel vs. Capcom style. And his level 3 super, I believe... I don't remember his other one. Oh, no, wait, I do. His level 3 super was him throwing a... Oh, crap, what are those enemies called? Trombone had a bunch of them. They were like an army, and they were in every Capcom franchise since. The helper robot things, the Lego-style head majiggers. It's gonna bug me now. Serve bots, something? I don't remember. Anyway, he threw one of the heads of those on a zombie, and then he punched... no, not to a zombie. He threw it on top of someone, his opponent, and then he pushed them into a horde of zombies. He just... Once he puts it on, you see, like, a horde of zombies. I'm trying to focus on the game talk. This is not working. And you see the horde. I need to stop and think about this. You see the horde. He pushes them via the head, face first, into the horde. Then he grabs them by the neck, jumps up, and slams them down powerbomb style. And that's his level 3 super. His other level 1 is that he suplexes them. Or no, he grabs them and swings them around a bunch. Then he pulls out a baseball bat. He was basically Deadpool before Deadpool was, like, using his level 3 super in Marvel vs. Capcom. I like how I've been talking about so many things except for Kirby. It still amazes me how I'm able to remember all of this from when I was a kid. Like, every little mannerism that I did. If you're interested in seeing me yell a bunch, and see some gameplay of Tatsunoko vs. Capcom, I did a hyperactivity video on it. You might remember it. It was a little while back. Not insanely long ago. But it was back when I had my, I was using my laptop mic for everything. Oh, wait. You'd recognize it by how often I screamed and the fast cutting between everything. The first overactivity video I did was of Epic Mickey. Of Epic Mickey. Which was also before I Let's Played it for the walkthrough corner. I forget if it was that particular one, or if it was a different overactivity video I did where it gave me a headache in editing. After that, I don't think I returned to it, to the series. Probably because, A, I lost motivation to do so, and B, was not keen on getting my throat all sore again. Remember back in level 1? Well, World 1, Level 4, when, when I passed up that 1-up when I was invincible. Look how many lives I have now. Oh, wait. Oh, I can't exit the stage. Damn it. I'm gonna have to come back. I need the hammer. Unless I can somehow pull one out of these wheels. I was too focused on talking about other things that I forgot to do the simplest things. I like how the only mention of... I have a tendency to say I like how, apparently. Everything I've said in regards to Kirby in the last few minutes has just been me humming the stage song. Stage theme, I guess, is the correct term for that. This guy can either give the sleep power or ability, or the hammer ability. It depends on if the eye is open or closed when the missile comes out. Because if you're sleeping, or if the eye is closed in the mines, that means you're sleeping. Otherwise, you're working. And the hammer really is one of the only few... Actually, I believe that dirt that the boss was cutting through is soft enough so that any power ability, I need to stop doing that, can cut through it. So like if you bring Spark, it'll cut through that dirt and you're instantly pretty much done for. Oh wait, this doesn't give me hammer, does it? Nope. I need to do... Gaia. No, wait, no. I don't need the Maximum Tomato. Got the switch. It is a bit overpowered to be healed every time you hit a switch. And considering how many are in late game, you get a lot of, what is it? Get out of jail freeze, I'm gonna call them. I like how Amazing Mirror, while being on the same console as this, was able to introduce a whole bunch of new ways to use weapons. Because in this game, for example, the sword, you only had the standard swing on the ground, and the swing in the air, and the slide attack. That was it. And then in Amazing Mirror, I believe, they added the upward slice that brought back down a shockwave, which I think was taken from Final Cutter, to be honest. The cutter ability, which when you're close enough to an opponent and then you press the attack button a bunch of times in succession, it finishes off with that little shockwave that was featured in Smash. I know it's a remake, but even then, Amazing Mirror was the first Kirby game to introduce new ways to use power-ups. Or abilities, fucking hell. They're technically called abilities in Kirby lore, so... I also remember an interesting little thing about Tornado regarding when I was first playing the game. Me and a friend, when I was first playing this, we were both pretty avid players of this. And, whenever we got the Tornado power, apparently, I was always notorious for being able to stay airborne with the Tornado by holding the B button. He had the opposite problem, where he would always stay on the ground with the Tornado. So eventually he up and asked me, how are you doing that? How are you staying so high off the ground? And I was just saying, I'm holding down B. And then he told me that he was staying on the ground by just having tapped B. So I was like, huh. Okay, so Tornado has two uses, outside of just turning into a tornado for a few seconds. Although I was still a kid, I was kind of... my vocabulary at the time was kind of eh. Oh, damn it. You'd think that would, refract the laser. I don't even know if that's the right terminology. I'd say melt the laser, but it would only melt the headpiece. I'm saying, like, heat would divert the laser's, movement. Like, instead of going straight ahead, it would curve to the side, away from the flames. I don't even think that's how lasers work, to be honest. I'm just spouting random nonsense now. Kudos to whoever is watching this later on YouTube, and just getting this far. Unless you skipped ahead, in which case, why did you do that? You missed a bunch of Tatsunoko vs. Capcom talk. I remember the problem that or not a problem, a gameplay feature that the original Kirby had that was a little awkward to me at the time, or not at the time, recently, because I only played it recently, is that you couldn't hover, by holding the A button. You had to do it by holding up. Nowadays, you can still do that, except if you hold up right there, then you can just go into it straight away. But now you can just press A, the jump button, while in the air to do it. Nowadays, the hover with up, the only purpose it serves is if you want to hear the hover sound effect not play. Because, if you listen closely, I'm holding up now, he's not making any noise. If I press A, though, that's really the only benefit I can think of using up as opposed to A, unless you're used to it. Or rather, I should say, if you're used to holding the jump button as opposed to holding up, which is just direction to me. Old Kirby also didn't have fancy hats. All it had was just Kirby, and then he could use the power right away. He didn't have any hats or anything. Inferior noob Kirby. Nyeh. Oh, I should have probably grabbed a parasol. It's much easier to just go up. Oh man, Parasol, so hard to control. I'm just impatient with it. I think it's a little later where I need the double spark for hammer again. But I gotta say, these ice backdrops are beautiful. And it's not just the ice backdrops, like even in the final world, what was it called? Rainbow Ride. The backdrops are beautiful for 16-bit standards. Oh, it's late. It's a different stage. I'm thinking, oh, never mind. Oh, it's this one. I need the fire, but is there a way I can get health? That waddle do is always annoying at this point. I'm trying not to take these deaths so seriously because it's Kirby. What are you gonna do about it? Don't need it. Death is meaningless in the world of video games. Or rather, death is meaningless in video games. That was a weird stutter. Oh, it's here. There you are. There you are. Come on. Get closer. Start smooching. Oh, no. Well, back to the sparks. Come on, guys. You can do it. There you go. Seriously? Eh. I am best Krabby player. Do-do-do. Come on. UFO! And... oh my god, another UFO! 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 There's a lot of... whoops. There's a lot of UFOs in this area. Someone get Area 51. Also, when you die, they all despawn. It's an interesting little thing there. I think the up path gives you an invincibility afterwards. Don't remember if it was this one or the bottom one. I think the bottom one actually gives you the freeze power too by fighting the boss. Oh, it's this one. Because I do think the paths differ after beating the bosses. Not Poppy Brothers, I mean the bear. I don't even know what the freeze boss is, or what his name is. Yeah, see, if you beat him, you would have just ended up in the water down there. Ice physics don't mean nothing in Kirby series. What's up, Meta Knight? This is the only instance in the game where if you get hit while you have a power, you don't lose it. Because every other time, I believe Kirby's Adventure and this game are the only power Kirby game. Oh, let me rephrase that. I think this and the original were the only Kirby games where if you get hit while you're in a power... No, wait, that's not true. I was going to say if you get hit when you have a power, you immediately lose it. That's not true because I believe Amazing Mirror also had that. If it wasn't Amazing Mirror, it was Superstar. Although I don't really remember much of Superstar anymore. It's been a while since I played it. I pressed the jump button. It didn't jump. Oh well. Trying again. Getting hit by a Gordo, how dare you. Need you for later, Waddle Doo. Stay right there. Oh, damn it. Eh. Don't really need the burning guy. Actually, if I remember right, let's see if I can do it. I got a little bit. There we go. There we go. Yeah, you need burning and beam for that, technically, but you can just slam yourself against the wall and still get the same result. I love how a random stone comes down. I forgot the stone guy's name, too. Jeez, I forget a lot of Kirby names. Oh, Rainbow Resort. Rainbow Ride is something different. Oh, that's Mario 64. I'm a dumb. Boss Rush! This is Poppy Brothers Sr. I love Kirby's expression. He's just like, did that just happen? Like his vacant expression that you always see is just, what was that? This sounds oddly familiar to Kirby vs. Mask DDD. Although, that only came around when Superstar Ultra came out. Unless it was in the first game and I never knew about it. Oh my god! Oh Man, Fan looks a lot bluer than he used to. I probably could have used Throw better than Hammer against Bugsy. Charge at me. And then... that's a ladybug. Butterfree! Pinsir sent out Ladian. That's not very effective. Technically against Fire Lion, it's not... Backdrop isn't all that great. Jump in the air. Or no. Now he jumps in the air. Backdrop does do a lot of damage, though. Man, jump in the air. I don't need this anymore, you can have it. Look at all that cosmos behind me. So if you want a sleep power, here's the place to get it. Platforming in a Kirby game. Pfft. This is the screen where you just run a bunch. That was the level. How many screens was that? 4? Who remembers the ball power ability? Jesus. You know how hard it is to use, but how fun it is to just bounce around? I don't think I've ever met a single person who liked the ball power ability. You can stop doing that. And liked as in knew how to use and was able to use it efficiently against the bosses. Ball was just kind of there. Because that bird was the most annoying. He was a criminal, that's why I killed him. With the crash. Nuclear explosion, that's how Kirby rolls. Oh yeah, this area. This is where I just fly. Because there are crash bombers just dropping right and right. I love how this boss just trips sometimes. I like to think of it as tripping. There I go again with the I like to think count. Or he just runs into a wall, dirt, and just throws a wheel. There's also that one wheel down there. It's just not doing anything. I guess I could use burning right now. Right. Oh, wait, no, this isn't even for a door. I don't need to do this. It's just for a 1-up, if I remember right. And if also I remember right, it's impossible to do. So, screw that. Hey, look, we're back in Kirby's Dreamland. So, for those who don't know, the entirety of this stage, until the very end, you cannot get any power-ups. It's just plain old Kirby unless you already brought a power-up from beforehand. The reason for that is because Kirby's Dreamland, the original Kirby game, didn't have power-ups. It was just Kirby sucking in stuff. Although just before the stage ends, we can use Beam and Parasol, but other than that, it's just no power-ups whatsoever. I like the little touch they had there, and you're essentially going through every little world, all 4 worlds that the original Dreamland had. Building area right here. There was a forest beforehand. Now we're in the observatory. I like to call it. There it goes. There I go again with the I like to count. So I won't make a highlight reel, I'm not gonna do it, and just have all the highlights be me saying I like to think, or I like to. Just of this stream. Not in general, I think that'd be a bit too hard. So I'm gonna fight DDD just as regular old Kirby. Cool, cool. Day. What are you doing up there? And all cocky at the Fountain of Dreams. There you are. Sup, penguin? There. Gotcha, Kirby! Oh. Whoop. Now it's floating. Eee. Boing. Boing. What? Boing. Whoop. So Kirby stole DDD's power to be able to float and inhale things. That's technically the lore of Kirby. Ah, missed it. Bonk. Bonk. I'ma get you, Kirby. Bonk. Got a hammer, Kirby. Hammer, Kirby. Ah. I make my own sound effects. Screw you guys.
Yeah!
Kirby, don't do it! No! Don't! Sucker! Don't do it! Eh, don't do it, Kirby, you monster! Bitch. Ah! You released the nightmare. What did you do? What did you do? What did you do? Later! Kirby, fix your mistake! Let's do it, Nightmare. So you know what my favorite Kirby shoot 'em up is? Disgam. Are they coming in on? Yeah, they went in on each other that time. Because I got them down to low enough health for them to do that. Took me a little longer to do that than every other time I've done it. Nightmare's true form by Damon. Bye! Oh no, not the stars! They're gonna kill my star! Wow! Get ouch! My face. Oh, mistimed it. Well, that's one hit gone. Or one potential to hit. And of course I hit him with the jump. I'm just not doing Kirby right. I can't Kirby, guys. Sweep across the floor. Open the door, get on the floor. Everybody walk the nightmare. Can I not hover? I know I can. I can does it. Now he's gonna headbutt the ground. Or no. Typically he headbutts the ground, but I guess I was hitting him in the wrong ways. Because the jump only does minor damage compared to hitting him with a shot from the star like that. I'm standing on the ground. Yay! That 100% complete. Now to play through the whole game on extra on this stream, even though I've been going for about an hour 20. Our hero Kirby has fought bravely to recover the Star Rod Ellipsis, but King Day-to-Day didn't mean any harm. He certainly wasn't trying to harm the Fountain of Dreams. He was only trying to protect. It all began when the Nightmares appeared in the fountain. The Nightmares rode the currents of the Fountain of Dreams day to day. Wait, there he is, wreaking havoc and tormenting the residents of Dreamland. Hi, Kirby. When King Day-to-Day hid the Star Rod, the power source of the Fountain of Dreams, he was actually hiding it safely away from the Nightmares. Borrowing King Day-to-Day's power, Kirby managed to defeat the Nightmares. Now that the Star Rod is returned to the fountain, everyone's dreams will return. So fluff up your pillow and get ready for a good night's sleep. Ellipsis. See ya! Don't need ya! And conveniently lands in the Fountain of Dreams. Bye!
Pew! Stars everywhere.
Nighty-night. Hi! I make stupid voices, I know, and I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Hey, look, credits. What? He's using Cutter to beat Wispy? Lame. So that's what Wispy does, he blows stuff at you. In case you didn't know. Unless you use the needle power. You would never see that. Roll a painter. Vroom vroom car! Hey, vroom vroom. Ah! Missed him! Hey, moon guy, take this. Ah! See ya! Now I got fireballs. Delicious. Keep breathing the fire at the fire guy. Because that totally works. Who uses tornado against Krakow? No one does that. That's a rhetorical question. Grab the star right as Krakow went under him. He went over Krakow. Now he gets high jump. Scrub. Who uses ball against this guy? And who doesn't get hit when using ball like this guy? Now, oh, it's upside down. Sleep! I guess I was wrong. When the eye is closed, it's never closed. When it's a red thingy, then that's when it's upside down, that's when you get sleep. You can't stab Meta Knight. Stop bumping into him. Backdrop versus DDD. I give him credit. Lucky. You can play a new sub-game, and you got extra mode. Congratulations to me. HAL Laboratory Incorporated. With a bunch of Kirby, oh my god! Okay. Need to stretch a bit? Okay. That'll do it. Thanks, everyone, for showing up to Let's Stream Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland. I guess whenever I unlock Meta Nightmare, whenever I have the time to, I'll try streaming that. But other than that, expect more GBA streams of games I've done, or played of the past. I've already done Mario and Luigi. I downloaded Sonic Advance 2, Sonic Battle, and one other one. Digimon Battle Spirit 2. So if you're interested in seeing those, stay tuned to What a Geek channel, and you'll know when I start streaming again. So, thanks again for watching. See you guys next time. Bye!